Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Saturday morning here in Dublin. And what better way to spend a crisp autumn day than by the sea? Today, we're swapping the city buzz for some bracing coastal air. We are heading south out of Dublin and into County Wicklow to visit the charming seaside town of Bray. We're starting off right here on Leeson Street, and I've got a couple of options to get there. There's the DART, Dublin's electric rail, which is a classic scenic route, or the direct route, the E1 bus. Time is precious on a day trip, so the E1 it is. Fast. Bray Town Centre. Now, Bray is a town that holds a special place in Irish history. It was one of Ireland's very first major seaside resorts, often dubbed the Brighton of Ireland in its heyday. Those grand, slightly faded hotels facing the sea. They're a huge clue to Bray's past. The town was completely transformed in 1854 when the railway line, the predecessor to the DART, was extended here from Dublin. Suddenly, the Dublin gentry and holidaymakers could be whisked down to the coast. Entrepreneurs quickly built this spectacular seafront, turning Bray into a Victorian playground. A mile and a half of history. We've got the stony beach here. Not the best for sunbathing, but perfect for a bracing walk. And speaking of which, there's a brilliant piece of history connected to that railway line we talked about. When the engineers were building the track around Bray Head to get to Greystones, the coastal route was chosen specifically for its dramatic, picturesque views, even though it was much harder to build than an inland route. The great Victorian engineer Isambard Kingdom Brunel designed that treacherous coastal stretch. It was nicknamed Brunel's Folly because the ongoing maintenance against the sea and land. We're heading onto the famous Bray to Greystones Cliff Walk. We're just going up to the top of the head, but the full 7-kilometre trail is a must-do if you have the time. The path we're on now was actually used as a supply route when they were building that railway. The climb to the top of Bray Head itself is sharp, but the rewards are instant. You get this incredible panoramic view. Look north, Dublin Bay, Howth Head in the distance. Look south, the Wicklow Mountains rolling back. The sea is a brilliant, glittering blue today. And here we are, the iconic landmark of Bray Head, the concrete cross. This cross was erected in 1950 during the Holy Year. Every Good Friday, hundreds of locals walk up here in a procession to mark the stations of the cross, with the final station held right here. It's a powerful local tradition and a really important piece of the town's identity. So that was Bray, the Victorian beauty on the edge of the wild Wicklow Mountains. From the sunny start on Dublin's Leeson Street, the easy E1 bus ride, the charm of the street singers by the promenade, and the epic views from the top of Bray Head, it's a perfect 10-minute day trip that feels miles away from the city. If you enjoyed this little trip, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more Irish adventures, and let me know in the comments DART or bus for your next coastal trip.